What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Click and Cliff. This is a podcast where I talk about anything and everything. Hopefully, have you on the background as you work or do something. Maybe I can give you a chuckle, or maybe not. I don't know. But just something gives you my experiences and stuff like that. And today I'm gonna go in line with everything else. We're moving. We are moving out of this leg room into a house. We got a new house. We're moving to a new house. I do have a shop out there that I am going to be converting into a Lego shop. A lot more space. I've already outgrown this Lego room, and yes, guys, contrary to belief, I did not buy that house because of the shop in a bigger Lego room. I was happy where I was at. I was going to make adjustments, and I was preparing myself. Not buying so many sets, actually taking down some sets and making a bigger layout. But now I ain't going to have to worry about that because I ain't going to have a layout at all. This shop is going to take me a few months to get fixed, and in the meantime, I'll be in a small bedroom where I ain't gonna have much room to display because I gotta put this Lego somewhere, and it's gonna be a mess in there. So it's gonna drive me crazy, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna do it. But so we are moving, and it takes me back to when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we didn't move a lot. No, we did, but we didn't. When I was little, I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and then we moved to Aurora, Missouri. But nobody really knew where that was, so we always just said around the Springfield, Missouri area. A lot of people knew where Springfield and Branson was. I was like 30 minutes from Springfield, an hour away from Branson. So I was in the southwest Missouri. And I was there most of my life, growing up life. We moved from, well, I guess I fibbed to you guys. It wasn't really Kansas City. It was a suburb of Kansas City. It was Lee Summit, Missouri. And then we moved to Harrisonville, Missouri when I was little. And I remember those moves. And tell you what, it was so weird trying to pack all my stuff in boxes. I didn't know how to pack. My mom gave me boxes. Go pack your toys up. I'm like, okay. So I put one toy in there. And I said, I'm done. No, that's not how you do it. Moving sucks. I really hated moving. Now, we moved to Aurora when I think I was in third or fourth grade. And I was there till, heck, I was like in my 30s. But there, I worked. I graduated high school there and went to school there and met my wife there, got married there, had my child there. Then we had a wild hair up our butts, and we moved to where we're at now. I got medically retired from the fire department, so we moved here. My dad developed lung cancer, so he wanted to come back home. We already lost our mom maybe 2 years before, and my dad got diagnosed with lung cancer, and he was born and raised. Well, he was born and raised in this area of Arkansas, and he still had brothers and sisters here. He wanted to come back home, basically is what he said. And me being the only child, I didn't want to just let him do this by himself. So me and my wife sold the house and moved to where we're at now in Arkansas. And took care of him until he passed away, and we just stayed here. This has been a nice place, to be honest with you. There didn't really have much of a problem. People were nice, they're good people down here. But I got in the Lego business, and everybody knows that we moved because we had a flood in our house, so we had to hurry up and move. So there was no planning like we're planning here. I mean, we had to pick up and go. Lego boxes, everything. We got into this place here, and it's been a pretty good place. I'll be honest with you. We've been here for I think 2 years. And of course, there's videos on that on my channel of the flood and how I built this Lego room up. But this in here has been a challenge. We decided we were going to buy a place, and we went back to Missouri, just across the border. It was only 30 minutes away from here, so it's not like we're driving 2 hours. Boy, that move from Aurora to here was like 4.5 hour move. It was a process, a big process. But we made it. We made it then. I don't see why we can't make it now, other than that I'm not young. My wife ain't young no more, so we got to get help to move some stuff, and that's been an issue. That's fun because we live in a retirement community. Ain't very many young peeps around here that wants to make a couple dollars. But the thing is, we going to just moving. It just sucks. When I moved down here, I go, man, this is gonna be the last big move, and then here we go again, twice. So we bought this place in Missouri. Of course, I did a video on it last week, telling you, everybody knew I was been buying this house, and the deal's done. I mean, we got the house. Now it's trying to get in that house and get situated, and the Lego part of it is going to take a little bit to get going. And I got to fix that shop up, and it's just been stressed out here the last few months about it. You can ask my friends. I've been complaining, griping about it, and all that stuff, but hey, it happens. But what we came here today, so we're moving. Like I said, I've been packing. I think there's a video on when I started on yesterday, I believe it came out. So make sure you go back and watch it. But I've been, I'm going to try to keep the videos and podcasts going, like I've warned everybody that may miss a video now and then. But we're going to try my best to keep this going. But we, for sure, starting packing and home my lands, dude. You don't know how much stuff you have until you start packing. You can sit around your house, I don't have that much stuff, and then you start packing. I'm like, where did all this crap come from? I mean, that's what we're dealing with right now, right? So we're right now we're working on that, trying to get all that packed up and stuff like that, and it's been fun, especially in a hobby. You don't know if y'all got, a lot of people that watch this has hobbies. Everybody's in the Lego usually that's been watching this or listening to this. If you are not in the Lego hobby and you're listening to a podcast and you accidentally listening to me, you may have a different hobby. You may have books, or you're into model cars, or whatever you're into. It escalates and adds up, and you try to move it. You're trying to figure out what's the best way to do that, right? So yeah, that's what, I can't believe how much stuff I have. I'm thinking, I got too much of this stuff, man. What am I doing with my life? I got to break down sets, and my fingers hurt trying to do it. It's going to be a process, and we're going to get her done. We're working on it. We're going to be working on it every day this week, next week, until we move. We're trying to give us a deadline of a couple of weeks getting out of this place and getting it moved. But needless to say, who knows? Who knows when that's going to be? But we're working on it. That's all I got to say. Um, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. But moving, just and then not even moving. It's like moving to a new town, new area that you don't know nobody. So you're like the stranger, not knowing where everything is in town. Like, I'm gonna have a heck of a time trying to find a barber shop or or something. Like I know there's a Walmart there, and there's a grocery store there, and a bunch of restaurants. But if I had to go find a business to do something, I don't know where I would have to ask somebody. Where we're living, we're living outside of town. We're not in town. Well, that's kind of nice. It's kind of like a subdivision outside of town, so we don't have to pay the city tax or anything. So that's good. But we so that's been a thing. So yeah, so when you move, you gotta figure out who you're gonna talk to, hang out with, make new friends, try to keep in touch with your old friends. It's gonna be fun. A new experience, new adventure. Of course, I could talk about this every podcast, but I'm gonna try to do stuff. I'm gonna try to go back to how this podcast started, life experiences. I kind of did that today when I was telling you about how we moved. Moving stinks. I'm telling you, it does. I wish I was Thanos and I just snap my finger and it'd be done. But no, not that easy. I gotta do all this myself, and I'm not asking for pity. I mean, I caused the situation. We went out and bought a house, so that could be a lot of it. But guys, thank you for all your support y'all have given me in this whole process. Give me encouragement and hopeful and saying, I hope you get this play, and all that stuff. I appreciate all you guys' support. Always will, always do. But guys, I'm gonna leave this one with you. Thank you very much. Treat others how you want to be treated. Be somebody's light, somebody's darkest cloud. A hello from you or a nice comment from you could brighten up their whole day, change the outlook on their day in life, possibly. So always be nice to one another. Guys, until the next one, bye-bye.